Good evening, my wonderful people. There's a question from my Facebook page. Uh, Somebody wanted to know how does the brake functions, and the truck, on a more serious note, does not have one brake, just like the normal car we have, which has the brake, the handbrake. Is the same thing with truck. But in truck, we also have the emergency brake. The brake we have in truck does not function like the small car that responds so fast. If you're driving a small car now, you can just brake at once and the thing will just respond. But that of a truck, if you brake at once, it might land you in the other side of life. I mean, it can lead to accident. You don't brake at once. Truck drivers, they look far, they control fire a lot when they sight that there is a traffic. The traffic is becoming too slow. They reduce their speed because when they get there and want to brake, the brake will not respond so fast the way the other little cars do respond. The reason why I know they happen like that be say the brake they very powerful. If you brake am by force make it stand, not be say e no go stand. But our priority na the load wey we carry, we wan make we deliver am well. So in a situation where you match brake like that, everything go scatter and even your life is at risk because the way that big motor wey you dey see go take respond follow that brake, it will be too in fact it might not be a good one. So for that, the people wey make am, they now added what we call, I don't know what they call it in English, retarder or rallentatore. That one, when you press am, e go reduce the speed. Then you will now match brake. It will now help the brake to function well. Or as you sight the danger for front, the slowdown of traffic or somebody, you go don dey reduce the brake small small with leg. As you don dey reduce am, e go reduce the speed. Then if you now match brake, the thing will now stop well. As dem go tell us for school say, gently, you match brake gently. If the brake you match am with urgency, the thing, the way it will respond, it will not be a good one, just like I've said before. And again, we also have handbrake. That handbrake, that one dey come up maybe when you wan stop final. If your truck is still moving and you use handbrake, the way the truck go take shock, go take shake you sef go fear. Then we also have the emergency brake. Those days when I'm walking or maybe when I'm driving behind the truck, I used to get afraid and say, what if this truck just cut into two now, as in half? Maybe the half is being separated from the truck. I will be thinking the thing will roll back. No, truck will not roll back. The emergency brake will come into place. In fact, the system of brake in truck is so complex that if one is not functioning, another one is functioning. So there is always a way to match brake. But one thing that is important in braking a truck, in stopping a truck, a movement, is to reduce the speed. The sudden matching brake of a truck can lead to accident. So it is always advised that you should always be at the watch. When you sight the need to stop, start reducing your speed so that when you match the brake, it will not be so sudden that the thing will respond because you've already started reducing it, because the brake is very forceful, very powerful. But in a small car, it's quite the same, but that of a small car is not as forceful as that of a big car. That when I said they are the same, when you match even a small car suddenly, you will see the way the car will also respond. Not to talk of a bigger one like that. So if you match it with all urgency or suddenly, also know that the thing, if possible, can even throw you out of the car. But there is always that rallentatore or retarder that you can use to reduce the speed. When you press that one down, the speed will reduce immediately without any problem. Then you will support it with brake and finish it up. So the braking system of truck, we've got to be watchful while using it and always to be at alert, watching out for the need to brake, especially when we are driving through city or a tight traffic. We are supposed to just be at alert because the brake does not respond the way the one of the small car responds. If you want it to respond like that and you match it all of a sudden, beloved, if you have any load, everything is going to go bad. And apart from that, your life might also be at risk. And if the ground is wet, as in if the road is wet, anything can happen, as in the truck can still move. You know, when you match brake at times, the truck can slip, the tires can move or can turn the other way round. So truck brake is not what we can play with. All we need to just do in truck driving is to always watch out before using the brake, so that when the brake is used well, it can always give you a good result. But when it's used wrongly, it can lead to something we never expected. And notwithstanding, what I'm trying to let us know here is it does not call for fear. For if anybody or the person asking this question is wanting to understand the truck before going into it. Whatsoever we are doing, when we follow the rules and regulation, we understand it better how it functions, we will always do it well and it will not cause us harm. The retarder is there to reduce speed at all times. And when you reduce the speed and follow up with the matching of the brake gently, gently, you will always get a fruitful result. Again, I want to make this one very clear. When I said a truck will not roll back, I do not mean when a truck is in the traffic or on a hill, you are behind the truck and the driver did not know how to move it where to roll back. No, I'm talking of while the truck is moving and is suddenly separated from the main head. That is where I'm telling you that the emergency brake will come into function. So don't play behind truck while it is moving, while it's on a hill and the driver could not control it. My dear, it will roll back. And another thing I want us to know is retarder and brake being used together in a curve, especially when it is raining or snowing, is very dangerous. So the only thing you need do when it is raining, if you can't control speed, you go slowly. Don't look as if, oh, if this person can run fast, I can also run fast. You're playing with your life. So when it's snowing or it's raining, you go slowly and gently use your brake without retarder. If you can control both retarder and brake while it is raining and snowing, fine, but it is dangerous using retarder with brake together while it is raining or snowing. What you are expected to use is just gently go with your brake, just gently, and again, reduce your speed. It is not always advisable to run speed when it is raining or when it rained and while it is snowing or when it snows. It is dangerous. So, see you soon. Thanks for listening.